Hello and welcome back to Kim Reads as we continue with Tales from Under the Sea. Scuttle's underwater adventure. Ariel had just spent a very pleasant afternoon on the surface with Scuttle. She had found two more man-made objects for her collection and asked her seagull friend to identify them. This one is a whatchamacallit, and this other one, why, it's a howdy doodle. Ariel sighed. Scuttle, you know everything about humans. How do you do it? It's simple, princess, answered Scuttle, holding up a wing. You can do whatever you put your mind to, you know. He slipped off his rock, but before he landed in the water, Ariel pushed him back up. I hope you're right, Scuttle, said Ariel, because I have a mind to do a lot of things, but now I have to go. And with a quick peck on his beak with a little splash, Ariel was gone. So long, princess, said Scuttle, and he looked around. This was always happening. His friends were always going back under the sea. Of course, that's where they lived, but a seagull could get lonely when his friends were fish and mermaids. Gee, I'd like to know what goes down there, thought Scuttle. What if I just told Ariel, brush after every meal? No, neither a borrower or lender be. No, that's not it. Scuttle wrinkled his brow. I've got it. He squawked and almost slipped off his rock again. You can do whatever you put your mind to. He nodded and pleased at his excellent memory. Now, why did I think that up again? He scratched his head. Oh yeah, I'd like to go under the sea and visit Ariel. Maybe if I close my eyes and put my mind to it, I can get there. Scuttle squeezed his eyes shut. Sure, it's dark down here, he thought. Scuttle thought and thought about what it must be like under the sea. He started to picture life under the water. Scuttle, what are you doing here? Asked Ariel in amazement. Scuttle opened his eyes to find himself under the sea. I put my mind to see what it would be like to live under the ocean, so here I am, said Scuttle, who was very pleased with himself, more than a little surprised. Scuttle was having no trouble breathing. He was having no trouble seeing either, thanks to the goggles he brought along. He decided to try swimming. He used his wings as fins and his feet as slippers, but he had a hard time doing both at once. Swimming is pretty difficult, Scuttle mumbled. Ariel thought Scuttle looked very funny, but tried not to laugh. You'll get the hang of it, she said. Let's go find Flounder. Scuttle, shouted Flounder when he saw his friend. This is amazing. You're just like a fish. A bird fish. Come with us, little buddy, Scuttle said to Flounder. Ariel's going to show me around. So the three friends went on their way. Scuttle was having trouble swimming, but he kept going. His eyes were wide in wonder how beautiful everything was. Ariel, he said, there are more colors down here than all the boats we watched put together. Scuttle, Ariel, and Flounder swam to a coral reef where they played for a while. Scuttle picked up a large pink and white shell and held it to his ear. I can hear the ocean, he said with a look of wonder. Ariel and Flounder giggled. Next they swam past the palace and its gardens. Nice little house you have there, princess, Scuttle whistled as we walked by. As they passed the royal stables, Ariel asked, Are you tired, Scuttle? Do you want to ride a seahorse? Thank you, but no, princess, said Scuttle. I might get seasick. As a matter of fact, my wings are kind of pooped. I think I'll rest on this rock for a minute. Ariel and Flounder went to the swim nearby. Suddenly, Scuttle sat up straight up. It felt like his rock was moving. Oh boy, I think I need some help here, cried Scuttle. Suddenly, Scuttle was moving, and very fast. He wasn't on a rock at all. He was on a whale. Swim off, Scuttle, swim off, cried Ariel, but her friend was too scared. He held on the whale's back and closed his eyes. The whale didn't know he was carrying a passenger, and he went at top speed through the coral and seaweed. Scuttle's whole body shook up and down, and then he lost grip. Forgetting he could swim, he slipped off the whale's back and landed on the ocean floor. He had a long way to swim back to his friends. Princess, said Scuttle when he reached them, it's been great to visit you, but I'm waterlogged. I've got to go back to my little island, dry out. See you. Scuttle summoned the rest of his strength and swam upward. He climbed toward the rock. Back in the warm sun, he fell asleep instantly. When he woke up the next morning, Scuttle stretched and yawned and said, Boy, what a strange dream I had. And then he looked down and saw a strand of seaweed around his foot. It was a dream, wasn't it? And Scuttle put his mind to asking Ariel as soon as he saw her. And that's the end of that story. Thanks for listening. I wonder how Scuttle didn't drown.